to reflect upon the truth. Then understand the truth and most of all practice the truth. Religious festivals such as Sivanerabu came about in order to help the masses to think about the truth. The saints and sages have written Puranic or ancient stories through the scriptures. There is one common objective or message in these stories. Prayer from the Hindu Veda, O God, we ask your grace in that all living beings live in happiness, independence and without sorrow. Saint Thirumathi in the Thirumandiram refers to the happiness he gained. His prayer was that the entire world must gain the same kind of happiness. Yam petra inbam evvayagam peruga. Saint Thirumathi prayed that every living being must live in happiness. I cannot think of anything else, my Lord. எல்லா உயிர்களும் இன்புற்றிருக்க நினைப்பதுவே அல்லாமல் வேறொன்றும் அறியோம் பராபரனே. Saint Ramalingadigal prayed, let all living beings live in happiness. The reason for observing Sivanerabu is found in an ancient story as follows. Mother Sakti wanted all living beings to live in peace and harmony. She expressed penance by meditating upon Siva throughout the night. She was rewarded by Siva's promise that all those who meditate upon him during Sivaratri will receive his grace. Religious societies and devotees congregate on this night to meditate upon Lord Siva by singing holy hymns and performing rituals and listening to the lectures based on the scriptures. In this way, one benefits by keeping away from bad thoughts and deeds. Those who observe Sivanerabu worship Lord Siva in the form of Sivalingam and chant the holy mantra Om Namah Shivaya. This path helps to get rid of life's vices or evils and attracts life's virtues. Saint Ramalingadigal says, Pasittiru, Tanittiru, Virittiru, which literally means to stay with hunger, be alone and stay awake. It is interesting to note that these teachings are observed during Sivanerabu. So your prayer for today should be after prayer, supper, and then we need still to have tea before going into the bed. I'm telling you what I do. Now this reminds us of a hunter who left home in the day to get food for his family. With great difficulty in finding food, he went deeper into the jungle. Being the month of Masi, it got dark quickly. He stayed in the forest but could not sleep for fear of the wild animals. He climbed up a tree and that happened to be a sacred tree, the Bilva Maram. Seeing wild animals down, he plucked leaves and he did his rituals. Lord Siva blessed him and his family with eternal life. Sivaratri பூஜையில் பங்கு பெறும் சிவ பக்தர்களுக்கும் மற்ற அனைவருக்கும் எல்லாம் வல்ல சிறு பெருமான் கிருபை பெற்று சந்தோஷமாக மங்களமாக சுபமாக அமோகலமாக வாழ்க வாழ்க என வாழ்த்தி சிவநிரவு தலைப்பின் கீழ் பேச வாய்ப்பு தந்த ஜோதி அன்பு மயம் அங்கத்தினர் சார்பாக நன்றி வணக்கம். Now if you look at, I finished my speech. But if you look at life in general and praying to Siva Peruman doesn't need any jewelry. He doesn't need any clothing like we go to Jayashree's and buy. He's simple. He eats bare minimum because he's meditating all the time. So we don't go and ask Siva Peruman for whatever we need. We need to go to Nandi. So we pray to Nandi first. because Nandi will take your message. You need something solved, you need to get a good job, then you speak to Nandi, and then Nandi will know when to give that message to Sivaperuman. I don't know if some of you knew that already, but that is how it is. So when you look at Sivaperuman, his eyes are closed all the time because that is in meditation. Now we too sometimes, we need to close our eyes. You find it's because we have our eyes opened and opened again that we want to have that greed for other things that we don't really need to live with. What we have is what we should live with. And then that makes you a much more simple person. Because when you become, when you see a lot, then you become greedy. Because then you want that because that is better than what you already have. And then what you're going to do with the one you already have? You're going to have clutter at home. The Sivaperuman teaches us that we should not be gathering everything, the bad elements, the negativity, the unwanted wealth. Yet we have all the other people needing something for the day, but we have ours in the bank earning interest. Why go and look for more when we can make do with what we have? And that Sivaperuman teaches us. For so long, Sivaperuman, we all know, some people are 80, 90 years old, they know Sivaperuman. We all still small, few years. But Sivaperuman is still the same. He's still in that attire that people who are 90 years old now are looking at him and what we are looking at. So we all